is it a 1.5 some?
A good question. Hey, shit, we're live. Fuck, Farty. Why would you bait me like that, dude?
I don't know, but here's another one. If
Oh
one big
God,
swallows, can the other one taste it?
oh, Farty.
These are legitimate questions I think we really need the answers to.
Look, look. They might be legitimate questions that may or may not need legitimate answers. But I'm not recognizing them as such. I sentence you to horny jail.
I'd laugh if you played with the outer boobs, the fucking inner boobs get erect, and if you play with the inner
Oh
boobs,
God.
the nipples go hard. That's funny as fuck.
The fact that chat has no context for what we're talking about. Wow. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope your weekend was good. Hope you're ready to slog it through next week. If you're not, well, okay. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what you do. Farty's your dad, though. But I'm not sure he wants to tell you what to do.
No, that's your mother's job.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, isn't that how we got into this mess in the first place?
Yeah, I think so. So we got a couple of things to get into. What do you think the big one is this week, Farty? You want to talk about this tea thing?
Yeah, because it's funny as hell.
So explain it to me. I've been living under a rock. Uh, for anyone tuning in, you know, I'm about 4 or 5 days away from launching my Kickstarter for my game. I'm going to be bringing it up a little bit more next week. We'll talk about it a little bit next week, I think, just to kind of get it out there and describe the setting and shit. But Kickstarter's been going on, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to devote to digging up things this week. But there have been some fire topics happening, and I've been living under a rock while they happen. So Farty, fill me in.
Right, well, this T app thing, it's funny as hell because remember when the dark web had this thing called pink mist?
Vaguely.
It was they called it revenge porn.
Vaguely.
Pretty much all these slags that let themselves get filmed whilst being fucking having trains run on them and all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and blokes are uploading it to the dark web. And
Now it just goes on Pornhub.
well, the Sheilas went and fucked that up because they found out about it, had a big old fucking cry and all this. Like, how dare you film us in compromising positions when we allowed you to film us in compromising positions? Like, how bet you don't get filmed in compromising positions, you stupid slags.
Don't
Stop
put
putting
yourself
fucking
in a
nudes on your
compromising
phone.
position, and then you won't be filmed in one.
Yeah, stop putting nudes on your phone and sending them to any random cunt that says send nudes. Like, fucking Jesus. Anyway,
Oh man, I should
so
do that. I should just get a fucking list of phone numbers and just start texting people, send nudes, and then just randomly upload them somewhere.
well, that's classed as revenge porn, see?
Oh shit.
But in the whole fucking thing of, oh, it's only okay when we do it, well, the Sheilas had this app called the Tea app. You can go and spill your tea on all the asshole blokes in the world, and of course, it's all full of fat fuck feminists who A, couldn't get a root, B, could only get on a date if they catfish the fuck out of the guy, and C, probably look so different from their profile picture that even if they did get dates and shit like that, they're so unrecognizable the bloke just thought he got stood up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and either that or it's some fucking shithead feminist who fucking just hates men and is just randomly taking photos of dudes and just shit talking them on the internet. Now, typical, I'm fucking sure this was set up by a dude. Because this sort of almost sounds like fucking something that dudes would do just to ambush Sheilas because it's fun to meddle with fucking easily manipulated idiots. Anyway.
Well, Farty, it is easy. It is fun to meddle with easy manipulatable idiots.
Yeah. Anyway, fucking. So this app, you're supposed to like. It's supposed to be this authentication to prove that you're a Sheila. Which you go and show them some ID and a picture and stuff. and apparently that's supposed to be super duper secure.
Mm.
Well, I could see a bunch of problems there because already a bunch of Sheilas came out and thought that this whole fucking idea was fucking disgusting and horrific and all this kind of stuff. And if you really want to know who the leak in the system is, I'm betting it's one of you bloody Sheilas.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I bet you $10, you know, I could say, hey, mum, set me up an account on this fucking thing. Use all of her details and all this kind of stuff because she's never on that kind of fucking thing anyways.
Right.
And I just use her account. Fucking, like, it was the lamest fucking security in the universe. They may as well just had the password of 1234. Like, fuck's sake. Anyway, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
that sounds like what some idiot would put on his briefcase or his luggage. Wow.
Amazing.
2, 3.
That's
amazing.
the
Yeah, that's the exact same combination I got on my luggage. So, yeah, fucking. So someone's evidently gotten on there, took about a nanosecond to bypass their supposed security, and got access to absolutely fucking everything.
Huh. Imagine that happening, Farty.
Who said shit about what they fucking look like, fucking where they're at, even fucking geolocating their current locations on their phones and all sorts of shit. And it's sort of like, you fucking idiot sluts. Like, you stupid fucking bitches. This is funny as fuck. Yeah, and now they're all fucking carrying on like, oh, the misogynies are winning. My soggy knees are fucking the fucking incels this and the incels that, and it's all a bunch of these fucking incel Sheilas that I guarantee you couldn't even get employed in a brothel in a fucking shit part of town when the rest of them are all fucking ugly old hag crack whores because they are that fucking ugly. And it's funny too because like my mate in jail, Dylan, he's we used to know this Sheila called Taylor. And no shit, one of the screenshots looks like her. So I took that screenshot and I'm going to send it to him. It was like, geez, fucking Taylor let herself go.
Damn.
But yeah, like you have a look at all of the pictures on this and they're all fucking shithead liberal cunts who are too busy trying to lick minge in the first place. So what the fuck are you doing trying to date dudes? Or they're fucking liberal fucking men-hating fucking Sheilas who just hate men because they're vile fucking pieces of shit human beings and wonder why no one wants to talk to them.
Yeah.
Or they're huge, fat, ugly fucks that actually can't leave the bloody house, so they're making shit up anyways. Or, as I mentioned, they had to catfish the fuck out of the dude and they're so different from their actual profile picture that they either go unrecognised or the bloke fucking does look at them, recognise and goes, hey, she's awfully big for fucking 90 fucking pounds, more like 900 fucking pounds. Fuck this, and they don't stop. They keep walking. And all these Sheilas, look, they've all got their own selves to blame for all of this. The fact that they're detestable people, that no one wants to fucking talk to them, that they can't get dates or routes, they get stood up all the fucking time. And in a lot of occasions, I'm betting they're making this shit up, just shit talking blokes because, like, you know, you got this fucking stupid thing with women nowadays. It's like, oh, it's icky to say hello to a woman. Oh, it's icky to fucking tell her that she's got a, you know, flat tire in a car park. And, you know,
Yeah. And then they go on the internet and they shit talk the guy they were shit talk about the guy they were attracted to because he didn't fucking come up to her and say hi.
Yeah. Well, there's two others.
Well, you and your ilk have created a fucking environment where no, we're not going to fucking engage anymore.
Yeah, well, fucking, there's another one with a lot of these Sheilas fucking flat out could not get anywhere near the blokes that they're posting. Because a lot of these real fat, ugly hags, they're like posting fucking well-dressed dudes that are well-kempt and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteeing you that a lot of these Sheilas are sort of looking at this bloke like, he'd never fucking root me, because it's the exact same thing as, like, say, with me and Sydney Sweeney. If you put me in a room with a bunch of other dudes that fucking sort of look half decent, fucking, I'd be the last person that she picked because I'm as ugly as a hat full of fucking assholes, and it's maybe technically trying to fuck your granddaughter at that point. But bloody these Sheilas can't get over the simple fact that you're uglier than me. Even other Sheilas don't want to fuck you.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think? You're looking at this dude over here thinking you got any fucking... Yeah, just get over yourselves, fuckers.
What, this dude over here?
Yeah.
Shit. That's broken? Fuck. Yeah, I don't feel bad for them.
No, I don't. Not at all. I'd laugh if it was set up by a dude, and it's sort of a case of, well, hey, you didn't want us to have pink mist.
It's okay. It's probably set up by a woman because only a woman would disregard the fact that some shit like this would happen. That
Yeah.
only a woman would not give a second thought to, did another woman get on here, get pissed about one of the other users? Because that's like a dude wouldn't get on. In general, a dude wouldn't get on there unless maybe you were gay and fucking catty as hell. But a
Well,
dude
you
wouldn't
heard
get
about
on
this shit
there.
and you wanted to just breach their security for the sake of going, ha ha ha, your security is no
Or
match for my fire.
that okay. Get on. You're right.
Because it was 4chan that leaked everything.
Yeah. But I'm leaning toward a woman went and leaked everything to 4chan. That's what I'm leaning toward. I'm leaning toward that simply because Western women are the worst thing that ever happened to Western women.
Mm-hmm.
And that might sound like I'm talking in circles, but I'm really not. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. Well, back in the 50s and 60s when they're still stuck at home and all this kind of stuff, and they went out socializing and gossiping and finding out that, everybody's full of shit about their fucking existences and how you've got to try and keep up an impossible standard so as you don't look like fucking an idiot to one of your friends and all this. So the feminists came out and you got to be empowered, get out in the workplace, all this kind of stuff. Fuck having a family. You'll be much happier, because those Sheilas didn't have a happy life with what they did, so they just wanted to pass the misery around. And fucking fuck, where's it going with that? I think
Where
this is
were
going to
you
be one of those
going
shit
with that,
days
sir?
where I fucking keep blanking out.
Shit.
Yeah, anyway, so it's a known thing that if some Sheila's got something that the other Sheila fucking would rather have, or fucking say this chick looks pretty in this dress,
right?
All the other Sheilas would fucking hate her because she looks better than them. Fucking the movie Liar Liar. You remember that scene where the secretary gets that fucking hideous bloody haircut?
Oh yeah,
And he's now at the part where he can't lie. And he goes, "Whatever takes attention away from your face." Whatever. Fucking.
Yeah.
I only found this out recently too. That sort of that even hairdressers and shit like that, if there's a haircut that a Sheila wants that'd make her look absolutely bloody stunning, they'll fuck it up or get them to do something that makes them look bloody hideous and shit.
Right.
And for Alex's year 12 formal, she'd gone and she had really nice hair. I liked her with long hair, shoulder length or longer. Looked really good with long hair.
Right.
And we go to pick her up, and she knows shit has the same haircut from the secretary of from Liar Liar.
Oh shit!
It was hideous. I'm like, what the fucking hell did you do? She's like, what? This was a very expensive haircut, and the Sheila said it makes me look fucking stunning. Like, you look like you just come out of a concentration camp. What the fuck did she do? Damn, and then I got in this shit because I was bagging out the fucking haircut and all this kind of stuff that literally made her look fucking hideous.
Yeah. Well, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
Now it's sort of kind of like, yeah, now I know why that happened. I should find out who that Sheila was and go and kick her in the cunt. It's like, this is for something that happened 30 fucking years ago, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know, Farty.
So yeah, well, with the
What
feminism
was
and all
the
that
app
kind of stuff,
for? Like
just talking shit about blokes.
just complaining? It was that's all it was. Is just
Oh, you
complaining.
know, going about their sexual exploits and like, oh, he's got a tiny dick and fucking he doesn't call back and red flags here, red flags there, blah blah blah. Pretty much, it's just nothing but shit talking. And I'd be surprised if like 0.5% of it's actually based on an element of truth.
Yeah. I
I
don't know,
mean, hell,
man.
I'm the
I'm
guy you
like,
should run away. I'm the guy you should run towards in a dark alley, but fucking, I look like the guy you should run away from. Why are we letting these women fucking make judgments of dudes walking down the street?
right, yeah. I don't know anymore, Farty. The world is a fucking crazy place. Speaking of, here's the best bit of news to come out this week.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't really affect you guys down in Australia, but I thought this was actually a good fucking start. Now I have some questions in regard to what this next topic is, but President Trump signed an executive order this week that allowed the states to go, huh, this guy is still off his fucking nut. Maybe we should keep him in the fucking institution a little longer. They brought back asylums, Farty.
yeah.
So back in the 60s and 70s, they were closed because there's a lot of corruption and shit going on in them. And but the states were just draining federal funding to keep these asylums open and keep people in there long past when they were healthy and shit. Or just really shitty conditions overall.
Yeah, well,
And
that's the major thing I used to hear about it. Was like the conditions were fucking.
they were
You
terrible.
may as well have killed yourself.
Yeah, they were fucking terrible. Everything got shut down though in the by the end of the 70s. And it there has been like a push like, oh well, the asylums are closed, so let's not give a shit about people's mental health. And over the course of the last 40, 50 years, well, guess what? Mental illness has been on the rise, especially in the last 20 years. And there's been
And
no
no one gives a shit.
yeah, there's been no like no one cares. Like you said, no one gives a shit. But I'm hoping that with this signing of the executive order that they'll go, huh, maybe this is an actual fucking problem. My only concern is that we'll have what we had in the 70s or up, we'll have what we used to have with really shit living conditions and and a lot of malpractice and a lot of just other bad shit going on and in these asylums again.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely the way it'll go, and I guarantee you the insurance companies will probably jump in and say, yeah, we want a massive chunk of fucking change for that shit too, make it unaffordable for everybody.
Yeah. The only way that the insurance companies are going to make any money off of it is if Obamacare goes away. And the reason I say that is because that's the only way insurance is going to become affordable enough for everyone for the insurance companies to get a fucking piece of that pie.
Yeah. Well, universal health care isn't something that's fairly achievable. I mean, like fucking,
Right.
we had a system that worked for about 40 years,
Yeah, and then it
and
collapsed.
well, even then, it still hasn't kind of collapsed. But it's fucking concerning when the system was actually getting vastly larger amounts of money than they actually realistically needed. Just take
Right.
the cigarette taxes, for example. Um, the, they've worked out that like it costs a certain amount of money for me to be treated for cancer right now, and even in the future, it won't be that much more expensive. In fact, it should get cheaper with more advancements and all this kind of shit. But with the taxes, if I was not sailing the seven seas looking for tobacco, I'd be paying 7 times the amount over my lifetime than it'd cost for them to fix me for just lung cancer alone.
Yeah.
Right. So when I'm doing that, and then a whole mess of other people in the country are paying 7 times more than what it's actually going to cost to fucking sort them out, where the fuck did all the money go? Because they came out and they said, "Oh well, now all those cigarette taxes are gone and we spent them." And it's like, well, what'd you spend them on? Oh, other stuff that you wanted. No,
Right.
like there's all this shit that I actually didn't fucking want for a start, and now you're not even spending money on the shit that I do want, like the fucking military. But fucking bloody fucking hell, what's it? But, oh yeah, so like they were getting the funding from everybody anyways. Now they're getting 7 times more funding from about 30% of the population, and they still can't make it fucking work.
Yeah,
So,
and that's going to
so
come down to whether or not they can just pull their heads out of their asses and find out what exactly costs what instead of just throwing money blindly at something.
yeah, well, partially it was, Labor mismanagement because they're shit with money and they're just seeing all these
Right.
dollars coming in and went, oh, we can spend. Oh, we'll do this green project, we'll buy this fucking artwork, we'll do everything but fucking looking after the country. And then, like, oh, it's all right because the smokers will be here next year to fund the next lot. And guess what? We're not. And I've seen this coming for fucking ages that they were going to push the cigarette taxes up past the point that anyone could afford them. And all of a sudden, that tax revenue stream would just simply disappear. And that was going to leave us in such a fucking lurch that no one was going to be able to. Because it's tens of billions of dollars that
Right.
disappear overnight.
Right, especially when everyone like doesn't stop smoking. But they turn to like you said, they're paying high fucking taxes just on the cigarettes. Yeah, it might cost $1 a pack. I'm just using that as a broad example. Don't flame me in the fucking chat or whatever. But it might cost $1 to get a pack of cigarettes, but then it's like $20 in taxes to get a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
That's an inherently unsustainable business model.
Yeah. And now they've pushed the price point up to the stage that like losing that price point is a catastrophic failure and not just a slight hindrance.
Right. And so what happens next is, well, what happens? What happens? People can't afford to pay the taxes, so they go and they get the black market stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but why are they getting the black market? It should taxes. No, people aren't going to pay taxes when they can get around it.
It's literally everywhere. Like the black market's in shop fronts, and they're not even hiding the fact that they sell tobacco and shit. The police don't want to do anything about it because they've got better things to do,
and they're benefiting from the black market as well.
Yeah, most of them smoke, and they don't want to pay fucking $60 for a packet of 20s either. And the only person that's fucking really fucking not budging on this is the federal fucking finance minister, who's as useless as tits on a fucking ball, dumb as a box of fucking frogs, and quite frankly, fucking we can just throw him in the septic tank because he's just a worthless piece of shit. But he's doing the Mr. Garrison thing from that episode of South Park when they got that fucking computer system in that simply wouldn't bloody work, and he's persisting with it well past the point of reasonable fucking sanity. No, I'm not giving up to these tobacconists. You've already lost this war, son. Fighting it is just going to be a war of attrition you can't win. Oh, well, then we'll spend more money on police and we'll spend more money on this. Where are you getting the money from, cunt? You're already talking about you don't have the fucking money now, cunt. What the fuck?
Right, yeah.
Here's how you win this war. You pull your own head out of your ass, repeal the fucking taxes down to the price point of where we're at now because everyone's fucking happy with $10 a packet of smokes.
I don't get why they can't reduce taxes, which would encourage more sales.
Because they're fucking stupid. Like I said, the easiest way to win this is just reduce the tax price point down to where the fucking cigarettes are, because they're still getting like $9 in fucking taxes out of a packet of cigarettes. Like,
Right.
cigarettes are so not fucking expensive at all, and the largest majority of what you're paying for in a packet of cigarettes is excise and taxes and shit. So if you make the legal stuff at the same price as the illegal stuff, and then people will then buy the legal stuff because it's the same price point, and now we don't have to worry about, oh shit, we don't have fucking telltale shit on our cigarettes that says we're smoking black market stuff.
Yeah, and not only that is you don't have to worry about the shit that's in there.
That's right. That is one slight concern, and I've come across this already. That like, what they call them, Double Happiness or something like that. It's a really dodgy looking Chinese brand. It does feel like it's asbestos and sawdust. There's another nondescript stuff that I was getting called Rolos. And
that's a type of chocolate out here in the States.
It is here too, but they're also a brand of cigarette tubes. They're fucking basically empty cigarettes, and you load your own tobacco in them. Fucking yeah, like, but that's what I've been hearing from fucking everybody, is that like no one's got a problem with paying the fucking tax as long as the tax is not just fucking
just.
Yeah. And especially if you're spending the money on the taxes like what you're supposed to be fucking doing, like you said in the first place, then we've got no fucking problems in it. Okay, fine, let me fucking smoke. Like, I'm going to have a bunch of fucking respiratory issues anyways from the fire brigades. They're now just starting to recognise that blast injury is an actual fucking thing. Like, I'm fucked 6 ways from bloody Sunday, and if it's the cigarettes that's going to cause it first, well, fine, okay, I'll pay ahead for it. I'm already paying ahead for it anyways.
Right.
Why am I still being punished?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fucking stupid. We have this massive push to tax. But what are you doing with the taxes? You know? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, yeah, tax me, sure, but tax me a reasonable amount, which will reduce my cost of living overall.
Yeah,
and then I'll have more money to pay for shit, and the sales tax from the shit that I can pay for and buy, and the frivolous shit that I can start buying will fucking line your pockets even more.
Yeah, well, like, regardless of what anybody thinks, like, you do need to pay into the system for the system to actually run. Like, I feel a lot of Americans, like say Dodge, for example, seem to think that just because the government can print money, that there's no harm in printing more money. And sort of like, you just can't print money. There's got to be, backwards and forwards and keep its worth and all this kind of shit. So if you want your fire station, you want your police service, you want an ambulance to come out for you, you want that 911 operator service, you want roads to drive on, you don't want the roads to be flooded, so you want proper drainage. You don't want to shit in a hole in the backyard, so you have plumbing to the system. You want fresh water going to your house, all those kinds of things. Yeah, well, that's what you need your taxes for.
Right.
So you do have to pay some form of tax. And I kind of don't really mind paying for the cigarette tax on another instance of, well, I'm on the welfare at the moment. I'm on a pension. Fucking, I am mooching off the fucking system, but I've already paid ahead for it. I'm only in the fucking system now is because I went and fucking damaged myself so bad when I was younger.
Yeah. That's what you get for serving your country and then being a fireman on top of that, farty. How dare you?
Yeah. So like, but I've also had the benefits of the, like, say with the RFS, for example.
Right.
Everything in the RFS was paid for by the taxpayers. So we never had to worry about, we're going to get a tank of fuel today, or do we have the operational funds to go and fight fires today, or we need to replace some hoses. Are we going to be able to afford to get it? No, it's like, you need hoses, get more hoses. Fucking clamp on the stored fittings, fucking rightio, got new hose. Fucking,
so what you're saying, farty, is you got hose?
Yeah. So much so that I'd have a big fucking truck to carry it around in. Bloody, like uniforms and stuff like that. Uniform gets damaged. Fuck it, no worries. go get a new one. Fucking like, and that's
Need
like
a new
the benefit.
decontaminator because the old one fucking fell to pieces.
Yeah.
Well, here you go.
So while I was using fucking
And
taxpayers'
yes,
money to do that job, fucking I wasn't actually being paid myself. So
right.
ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows. It's all about the ebbs and flows.
Mm.
Oh man, half an
And
hour in.
every now and then too, I do save a life
Every
when
now and then.
when the opportunity arises. And since I don't charge for that, and I'd say that if I did charge for it, I'd have the ability to fucking ask for whatever I want for it, which is going to be fucking expensive if we really want to go down that route. So just shut the fuck up about my current situation and think yourself lucky I'm not billing you for the rest.
You'd be a millionaire. You'd have a summer home and well, it'd be a winter home for you in the States because it'd be nice and warm during your winter months.
Yeah, for me to get off my ass and save someone's life, I'd say it should cost everyone about $1 million. So
Yeah.
I should have about $8 million so far.
Yeah. There you go. There you have it. That's perfect. That's more than enough to get a nice little modest summer home and pay some jerk to upkeep it during
That's
during a year.
That's also why I'm a complete cunt in the meantime. I'm an asshole and a cunt normally because every now and then I'll go out of my way to fucking save someone.
Yeah. Well, you've earned that right, I think.
Yeah.
But,
when you can be a god, it does give you the right to be an asshole.
Yeah, that's a fair point to make, Farty. But we're about a half hour in, and we've already blown through most of our topics, Farty. We got one more to talk about, and I don't think that's going to be a big one. Did you hear about this, Farty? The psychotics in the asylum. I mean the lefties are coming out of the woodwork and bitching about Hulk Hogan and celebrating that he's dead and saying shit like, I hope he's in hell because he was a Trump supporter and all this other shit. I'm getting real tired of this shit, Farty. I'm past the point of real tired of this shit. What about you?
Well, if Democrats think that Paul Hogan, fucking Hulk Hogan went to hell.
Well, his real name is Paul, his real name is Terry. Never mind.
It's Crocodile Dundee actor Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
Anyway, fucking bloody what was I going to say there? Oh right. Well, if they reckon that Paul Hogan's gone to hell, and I'd suggest that Paul Hogan was a reasonably decent person the large majority of his life. No real fucking massive scandals. Didn't go around beating up Sheilas, raping women, fucking murdering cunts or anything like that.
There was the steroid thing in the late 80s, early 90s, but that, like, come on.
It's not like he was on fucking meth.
Right. He was doing fucking shit for the WWF back then.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, anyway, fucking so if they think he's going to hell, then you can fucking keep heaven because it's full of dipshit, dumb fuck Democrat cunts who fucking is going to make heaven look like bloody hell anyways. I'd rather be the Ozzy Osbourne who's watching fucking bloody WWF wrestlers fucking beating each other up.
Yeah, regardless of where you sit in the aisle, it's disgusting of someone to come out and celebrate their death, and to I don't even. I'm getting physically ill thinking about this because I'm just so tired of it. I'm just so tired of it, Farty. When will it fucking stop? You think we got another 40 fucking years of this shit?
Nope. No. This is the usual fucking. I'm pretty sure that AI is going to fucking off us all before anything happens anyways.
I don't think AI will off us all. I think AI will find a way to pacify us because it's easier to pacify it's easier to pacify an army and bring them to your side than it is to kill them all off and shoot yourself in the foot in the end.
Yeah, well, it's doing it by making people docile. I mean, it's already happening. Like where people are relying on AI to do a bunch of shit and it can't spell and fucking gets details wrong. Can't figure out accents and basically all the basic shit that they had problems with years ago with the early fucking kind of thing, like, you know, the face recognition thingy on the camera, and it's telling Asian people to open their eyes and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Well, there's the black fella that was told to stand in a lit part of the room, and he was in a brightly lit room. But yeah, like, you know, we've already had a couple of doctors fucking, oh, you don't mind if I use AI to take notes? And I don't remember, I was watching the other day, but they'd mentioned that literacy rates have fucking dramatically dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Even fucking cunt's handwriting is fucking suffering from it because no one's writing shit down anymore.
Well, my handwriting has always been shit.
So
just
mine's intelligible. Like, you can fucking read it.
Oh,
like,
shit. Mine has never been intelligible. I've always had shit handwriting, but I attribute that to head injuries I suffered as a child and the fact that I was forced to be right-handed.
Yeah, well, fucking, it won't take long, and it's already sort of starting to do this, where it's only learning off what's already on the internet. So take that flood in Texas, right? And these vile piece of shit fucking lefty cunts were fucking, you know, trying to make out it was Trump's fault and all this, and someone went and asked Grok, like, oh, well, is there any truth to Trump fucking defunding NOAA and blah, 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 blah? And I know this is how I got this answer because it already fucking explained this, and I think it was something that you'd looked up. But basically, it touted fucking the NOAA defunding because of Trump. The storm was Trump's fault.
Oh yeah, we talked about that a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, explain the definition of a flash flood. And where I'm getting this reference, like this idea from, is something I'm pretty sure you did this before, where you'd ask Grok something, and it basically came back with, oh, well, the general consensus is the mainstream media, and they say the bullshit, and then you got, you know, far right wing Fox Media, Sky News Australia, and it's like, right, well, this thing isn't fucking intelligent at all.
Right, and we can prove that again. Like, all I got to do is bring up some AI now, and go here. Let's ask it a question.
I can't think of a question to ask it. What's going on right now that, by general consensus, would be seemingly correct, but we all know it's bullshit?
We could do the Russiagate. We could ask it about Russiagate.
I'm pretty sure that'll give you an actual proper answer for that one.
Let's see.
Because the general consensus with the media is that, oh yeah, well, now even CNN and NBC and all that are saying, yeah, well, fucking Hillary had everything to do with that. Oh, fucking hell.
Let's fucking.
So, like, yeah, with the media and all that kind of shit, the AI is being manipulated by what's on the internet. It wouldn't take much, because we've already just seen it happen over the last 4 years, where they make a general consensus and they use all these mind game fucking tactics of, they'll push an idea, like with the whole fucking Trump assassination. Like, Ray Charles was reading that book, like, fucking no shit. They were telegraphing that for fucking weeks before that. It was the whole, Trump's a threat to our democracy and we've got to stop him by any means necessary. And then there was that court case where, but the current sitting president, who wasn't Trump, are
you ready for this?
Might get the power to fucking, or has the power to assassinate his political rivals and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, but hang on, he's not president at the moment. Biden is.
Yeah.
And if if Trump got assassinated because he was a threat to the democracy, then it'd be okay. Oh, right. So you've just put it in every cunt's head to try and fucking get the high score on regicide. Right.
Right.
And so I reckon if we asked Brock back then, it'd say probably something like Trump needed to be assassinated because it was a threat to the democracy, because that's all the fucking mainstream media was saying. All right, what do we got?
All right, so I'm going to read everything that I told Grok to tell me about the Russiagate scandal. And I'm going to put it up on the screen just so that everyone can read along with me. Grok, share. All right, can you see all this?
Yep.
Okay. The Russiagate scandal refers to allegations and investigations surrounding Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election and presidential ties between Trump campaign and Russia. Here is a concise overview based on available information. All right, now we're going to take a drink of water, probably, because you'll die otherwise. Every time Grok mentions fucking DNC talking points. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. Key points: Russian interference. U.S. intelligence agencies concluded that Russia, under Putin direction, conducted a campaign to influence the 2016 election. This involved hacking DNC emails, leaking them via WikiLeaks. Social media disinformation campaigns to sow division and boost Donald Trump's candidacy. The goal was to undermine confidence in U.S. democracy and favor Trump over Hillary Clinton. Trump campaign allegations. Investigations focused on whether the Trump campaign colluded with Russia. Key incidents included a June 16 Trump Tower meeting between Trump campaign officials, Jared Kushner, Paul Manafort, Donald Trump Jr., and a Russian lawyer promising dirt on Clinton. Contacts between campaign aides and Russian operatives. I'm not going to fucking read all this because no definitive evidence of criminal collusion was found, but suspicious contacts raised concerns. Investigations. FBI investigation began in July 2016, codenamed Crossfire Hurricane, to probe Russian interference in campaign ties. The Mueller investigation in May 2017, Special Counsel Robert Mueller took over to investigate Russian interference and potential obstruction of justice by Trump. The 2019 Mueller report confirmed Russian interference but did not establish criminal conspiracy between the Trump campaign and Russia. Identified 10 instances of possible obstruction of justice by Trump, but did not commence charges. Senate Intelligence Committee, its 2020 report detailed extensive Russian efforts to campaign contacts, but stopped short of proving collusion. Controversies. Steele dossier, a private intelligence report by Christopher Steele, alleged ties between Trump and Russia. Its credibility was debated due to unverified claims and funded by Clinton's campaign. FISA warrants, the FBI use of dossier to obtain surveillance warrants on Trump aide Carter Page sparked accusations of bias, political polarization. Critics argue the scandal was either overhyped by Democrats to undermine Trump or downplayed by Republicans to protect him. Outcomes. Several Trump associates were convicted or pled guilty to charges of lying to the FBI, though not directly for collusion. Trump was not charged, and he and his supporters claimed vindication, while critics argue the Mueller report left unresolved questions. The scandal fueled distrust in institutions and deepened political divides. Public perception. Some view Russiagate as evidence of serious misconduct by Trump and Russian threats to democracy. Others see it as a politicized witch hunt driven by biased media and intelligence leaks. Recent posts on X reflect ongoing debates, with some calling it a hoax and the others pointing to documented Russian actions. Current context. The scandal remains a divisive topic, often referenced in discussions about election integrity, foreign interference, and media bias. No major new developments have emerged since the Mueller report, but X posts suggest persistent skepticism about the investigation's motives and findings.
So that was pretty fucking sitting on the fucking fence post there.
Oh yeah, very sitting on the fence post. It didn't come out and go, huh? It didn't talk about any of the Rachel Maddow stuff.
No.
Didn't talk about any of the other things that went on around it. It just kind of swept them under the rug.
Well, there were a bunch of updates there that it didn't seem to want to mention.
Oh yeah.
That's like how fucking there's ties to Hillary, there's ties to Obama, there's fucking speaking of hilarious, it explains a lot of her behaviour, like the
Hillary's?
head wobble. Yep, like that head wobble, and when they're standing up on stage and she's looking like she's singing the opera as she's fucking on another fucking planet.
Oh yeah.
And there was the other collapse in New York on September 11, where she had to be dragged out of a fucking thing and then bundled into a bloody car as she's fucking passing out and shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, well, apparently she had to be heavily sedated most of the time.
Oh, I wonder why she'd have to be heavily sedated.
Because she has temper tantrums and outbursts and shit.
No, not Hillary. She's the politician of the people.
Mhm.
She didn't even grow up in New York, but we still loved her in New York, Farty.
Well, it explains a lot. She's off her face on fucking drugs.
Yeah, and she couldn't get her fix anymore since they shut down Epstein Island. Snorting all that coke off of the fucking 12-year-olds' asses.
Fucking. Yeah.
Fucking. Oh man, what are we gonna do if it ever turns out that the Clintons were at fucking Diddy freak-offs?
I don't think somehow that would be realistically a thing, because just
Really?
the thought of fucking Hillary Clinton with no clothes on would seem to be the biggest orgy killer you could ever fucking have.
Nah, man, everyone's off their fucking ass on snow. Come on,
I'd
dude.
say fucking flopping eyes on fucking Hillary Clinton naked would sober you up and fucking straighten you out straight away. It's like, yeah, this is where it's got me. No, I don't want this anymore. See, kids, drugs are bad. You might end up at a Diddy party getting fingered by Hillary.
Oh man, she goes to town on you with a strap on.
she rubs a sloppy minge in your face and fucking.
Oh God. Okay.
God,
Farty,
yeah, take
stop.
I need a while to shift that.
Just goddamn. Now I need to get drunk to fucking forget that.
I don't have any booze.
I don't either. Fuck you, Farty. Yeah, asshole.
Fucking, fuck, I feel old moment yesterday. I went to go grab some dinner and fucking it's obviously granddaddy's barn car.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a type of car made by Holden in Australia called the Commodore.
Yep. I know all about the Holden Commodore. It's
Yep.
well, maybe not all about it, but it's a fan favorite of fucking forget the guy's name. He runs a channel, Dank Pods and Garbage Time. But do continue. Commodore Holden, or the Holden Commodore.
So the model started with V. So it was like the VB, the VA, VB, VC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they didn't go with the VD for obvious reasons.
Oh, come on.
The VE.
They loved a good VD. What are you talking about?
Anyway, so evidently the higher up the alphabet, the older the model is. And
Right.
I remember when these things were brand new when they first come out. Anyway, so there's a VC Vacationer. So
Okay.
not a fucking dent, not a fucking scratch. Hasn't been recently repainted either, because the old Vacationer sticker is in its what you'd expect condition, peeling and shit.
Right.
But fucking, it is evidently Grandpa put it in the barn out the back of Buggery somewhere and hasn't fucking touched it in fucking 30 years. Now fucking little bloody Johnny the grandson's got his peas, and now Granddaddy's giving him the fucking this old VC thing. And I'm looking at
Yeah.
it like, used to have one of those. I remember when you could get them at like 150 bucks a pop. There were that many of them,
Holy shit.
and they became that fucking cheap that, like, yeah, no shit, fucking.
Well, the older Holden cars are still on the fucking road, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, they were built a lot stronger than most other vehicles because we do have specific conditions out here. And when the old VAs, VBs, and VCs were coming out, not every road in Australia was paved. Like, we hardly even had like a major highway system. So there was a lot of times where you'd be out in roughed roads and fucking country and all this shit, so it's slightly higher off the ground.
Yeah.
And you get a bit more ground clearance, but it also had a stronger suspension and undercarriage and all this kind of stuff because of how shit our roads used to be, and that's why they're still fucking going. And it's also back in those days where you had the red and the blue motors and like old carbureted motors, with tons of room in the engine bay, and you could work on them yourself.
Right.
And but yeah, they ended up just getting that old and that numerous that, like, fucking, there's this place in Granville called Beats Walking, and it was great. The cars were fucking absolute shit boxes, but for $200 and fucking 6 to 12 months rego, fucking it beats walking. And some of those cars have actually got a couple of years out of, and they're re-registering and everything. Never fucking worked on them, never serviced them. They're basically cars that are at the end of their useful service life, and we're now just pretty much paddock bashers. Anyway, so I'm looking at the condition of this car, and I'm remembering what it was like to drive them when they were a lot newer, and how cheap they end up being, and how expensive this one would be now, being in its condition and all this kind of shit. And the granddad's just giving it to fucking little Johnny to go and wrap it around a fucking tree or something like that. And it's like,
right.
Damn, that's going to be a shame. But fuck, I feel old now.
Yeah, it's real easy to fucking feel old these days, ain't it?
Yeah.
You look at something like Transformers, and you see the shitty movies they're pumping out one after the other, and you look at them and you go, huh, yeah, that started a long time ago, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, having another one recently too is like, shit, people were bringing up from like the 90s and all this, and I'm like,
oh god,
oh yeah, that's been 2 full fucking decades since then, because like in the 2010s I was one of those people that are like, oh yeah, that's right, there was an entire noughties, last decade wasn't the 90s, and now I'm sort of like, oh shit, last decade wasn't the noughties.
Yeah. It's getting easier and easier.
Yeah.
Man.
Again, that's where I said before, like, reading this thing on Facebook where someone had realised that, like, oh, I'm still waiting for myself to grow up and I have to remember that, like, I've, been on the planet for 40 bloody years and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I get that too, but that's because, like, I was forced to be an adult when I was fucking still in my teens.
Yeah.
Having rank and all this kind of stuff, and then fucking I just stayed at that level and sort of was still waiting to become a fucking adult and maturing and shit. And it's like, oh, that's right, I'm not fucking 19 anymore. I'm nearly bloody 50, and fucking, oh shit, the reason why I haven't become an adult is because I've always been a bloody adult. And that's partially the reason why I act like a fucking child nowadays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good point to stop for this week. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.